much money and chasing your dreams. DJ B turn the place, everything. Marriage and relationships are not about rings. Trying to raise a family is so insane. He tries to keep politics off the brain, but sending in the questions he might just scream. Business and entrepreneurship is his thing. There is society, then there is reality.
That's my dad. That's my dad.
Welcome. I am BBT. Happy end of Halloween. How y'all doing tonight? I am wrapping up the day. I just wanted to jump on here really quick, talk to you before I call it a night. I got a big day tomorrow. I actually agreed to help. I volunteered to help coach my son's flag football team. So I'm going to be coaching the defense. Yes. So we'll see how this goes. I actually ran a flag football team for many years, an adult flag football team. We had a little success. We went to the championship game once. We made the playoffs a lot, but it's different. Me and my son, we go at it when we work out one-on-one. So it's going to be interesting how that translates over to me working with him as a coach. So we'll see how that goes, but I'm excited. Basically what happened was the last game, we just, I think a few of the parents and even the coach kind of realized he needed some help because a lot of the other teams had 3 to 4 coaches. They had people coaching offense, defense. And so our coach was trying to do it by himself. And we just kind of noticed that he needs a little bit of help. So I volunteered. I said, I got a little bit of experience. So we'll see how it goes. So I'm excited about that. So Halloween is come and gone. My son was a little bit under the weather, so he didn't go out. But my daughter had a blast. She is a candy fanatic, so she went ham. She had like 3 big things of candy. And so Halloween is always interesting because we love it. We love to dress up. I love to see people just, wearing their truth and just being funny and just being creative. So I'm a big fan of it. I know there's some demonic things about it, but I don't look at it like that. Sometimes you gotta let go, just have a little bit of fun. So definitely we had a good time. My daughter went trick-or-treating in the neighborhood. We had a few trick-or-treaters. We gave away most of our candy, but we do have a lot of candy left. So what's going to end up happening is I'm gonna hide it. My daughter's going to pick at it. Then eventually we're going to throw it away or give it away. My son doesn't eat candy, which is crazy. I eat candy, but I don't anymore. Like I was a candy fiend growing up. So when I eat too much candy, it's not good for me because I can't stop. So I got to hide it and then I eventually got to throw it away. So, but hopefully my daughter doesn't hear this. But anyway, let's jump into some tweets. So I can get up out of here. The first tweet is this. No other group did this African Americans reparation. And this tweet, the picture says, honoring all those slaves that built the U.S. Capitol. Black folks, we've been building stuff for a very, very long time. And, it's going back to my theme over and over again. What do we own? And at some point, we got to realize, like, we had the talents, we had the ability. What we're lacking is, and oftentimes, is the financial means. So we got to understand we can't play those rules. We got to combine our resources, work together, barter, sacrifice, because we can't get caught up in wanting to look like $1 million or saying that we have $1 million net worth and all that type of stuff. We got to understand, what do we own? And oftentimes we can't get to those levels playing the games that wasn't designed to help us win. So we got to play the game to win. And that's by working with each other. And we've seen it in the past over and over again. I've shared tweets and stories on my show. When we work together, we do amazing things. So next tweet. Elon Musk has told engineers to get to work on the Vine reboot. So I'm starting to see that a lot of people are calling for Twitter to somehow put a dent in the whole TikTok reign. TikTok is crushing it on so many levels with the younger people. Vine at one point was a version of that, I believe. I never really used Vine. I did a little bit, but I was never really good at it, and it was just a little bit too. I was a little bit too old for it, I think. But apparently, they're trying to bring that back, and from what I'm reading and hearing, it's possibly going to challenge TikTok. So excited about that. Seems like there's excitement in the air with what Twitter is doing. It looks like Elon dismantled his old board, and he's like the sole member on the board. He mentioned that he's going. That's only temporary, but right now he's putting himself in a position so he can have full creative control over all of the changes. So still excited for what's to come with Twitter. So next week, Boyce Watkins, PhD, says it's odd that the Democratic Party has such a hold on Black people that we will go to church every Sunday and still support abortion. Bam. Interesting. I mentioned to y'all before, I never really had a stance on abortion. I always kind of fell for the narrative, it's your choice, it's your choice. And I still feel that way. With that being said, I also understand the stance of people like Ye when he mentions that's the number one killer of Black people. And then I went a little bit deeper and started studying, and I understood that's why we have so many abortion clinics in our communities. But I don't want to get too much into that, but it's just interesting. As Boyce Watkins tweeted, we go to church and are taught one thing, but then we support the narrative of one party. So it just makes you say, why? Anyway, let's keep going. Next week, Coda the Friend, my favorite hip hop artist out next to Ye. Ye's more on a different level in terms of music and doing other things. As far as young hip hop artists, this is my guy. Coda the Friend, he says, if you want to scare away the haters, just keep winning. They can't bear to see it. I agree. High haters. Yes, definitely. Just keep winning. Just keep understanding that hate is a part of the journey to be great. They're going to come. They're going to come at you. They're going to try to distract you. They're going to have to take you. They're going to try to take you off your message. Accept it. Accept and expect that them haters are going to be there. And if you don't have enough haters, you may not be doing enough. So, yeah, just keep winning, and they'll eventually fall by the wayside, or keep hating until they can't hate anymore. So, next week, $20 a month. This is from Stephen King. $20 a month to keep my blue check. Fuck that. They should pay me. If that gets instituted, I'm gone like Enron. I don't know if this is the real Stephen King page. It says Stephen King. I don't know. But it's interesting. There is some pushback. Obviously, I talked about that. How Twitter is likely going to be charging a monthly fee for verified profiles. So I guess if this is indeed the real Stephen King, some celebrities or influencers are pushing back. But like I said, if it was up to me, business decision, I'm implementing it. Trust me, Stephen King ain't going nowhere. Last week, African and Black history, Jack Johnson became the first Negro heavyweight title champion. But did you know he was also an inventor? While in jail in Kansas, he invented an improved wrench, and in 1922, he received a patent for his invention. Bravo to you, Jack Johnson. I'm not sure you all ever have you seen his movie body autobiography. Definitely check it out. He is a very, very interesting story, but apparently a talented as hell. I wish I understood the whole patent game. I have had to do certain things from not a patent perspective, but from a trademark perspective. But it's a game that we don't learn or we're not taught. It almost makes you think when you think about education, why isn't this taught in school? At least in the schools I went to, it wasn't taught patents and trademarks. And if you got an idea, this is the steps you do it. Instead of teaching us things that we never used in life. So it just always goes back to my belief the education system is not really to teach us, it's to force us to be consumers and follow a system, follow a narrative. But once again, if you think outside the box, there's a lot of different ways to make money. And there's a lot of people at young ages that got like 50, 100 patents and pending patents. And this is something that I'm not aware of that's ever been taught in our community. So it just goes to show there's a lot of different angles and a lot of different ways that we can make money. I always tell people when I moved to Miami, it didn't necessarily start when I moved to Miami from DC, but I started meeting people here. And when I asked them about what they do with their profession, a lot of them own businesses and things I have never heard of. And the thing about back home in the DC area, everybody sort of did the same things. They worked for the government, they sold real estate, they had a contract, they were the contractor with the government. But when I started to, span travel and then live in another state, I realized like, oh my gosh, there's 100,000 different ways to make money. But if we're limited in our resources or limited in our network, we're going to be um, stuck doing the same old things. But anyway, I wish that patents and trademarks and things like that were consistently taught in our community because a lot of us have great ideas and we should be, know, protecting those ideas. And so hopefully that is something that can be added to the curriculum. Hopefully there's more and more people that start programs and for even for the younger generation or the younger people that they can start understanding how to do these things because once again it's a lot of money to be made in this. So yeah, there you have it, the tweets for today, for the night. I love tweets. I mean, I love what they're doing. I mean, I just love to be inspired, be educated, all at the same time. I think that's why I'm less. I don't use Instagram as much because it's just to look at me, and for Twitter, I kind of catch myself learning a little bit more, and I'm getting more information that's actually helpful and helping me. So I'm not saying one is better than the other, but for me, Twitter does that for me. So anyway, let me wrap up the show by saying how are your 2022 goals going? I know at the beginning of the year or the end of last year, you said this year I'm going to do this and 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 this 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 this. Oh, yeah. So how's it going? For me, well, today is the end of October, so you got 2 more months left, November, December, to really get those goals going. I'm not a big fan of resolutions and all of these type of things, but I am a big goal setter, and I believe that if you set the goal and you have a good plan, that it will come to fruition. But you can't set unrealistic goals. You got to have the mindset that it's a process. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. So, anyway, I wanted to share my goals for 2022, give you an update, and then I'm going to ask you to put your goals in the comments or just kind of internally say to yourself how my goals are coming. So, my first goal was to smile more. Yeah, I think part of my journey is I've always been a very fun person. Well, naturally introverted, and oftentimes I love to entertain. I love to be the life of the party. And I got away from that. I got so serious, got so business oriented, got so family oriented that I forgot to have fun. So one of my goals was to smile more. I think I'm struggling a little bit with this. I think I'm coming out of it, but I think for my well-being, I think you can't do all of these things and try to create all these business, try to make all this money and not enjoy it. So I recognize it and I'm trying, but it's hard because the family, because the commitments to being a husband, the commitment to be a business owner, the stress and the struggles of doing all of these things all at the same time, still supporting family members, still supporting so many different people in so many different ways. But, I've accepted that. And also, I'll say a big part of that was I was struggling so much with money that it was hard for me to even smile because you're fighting so hard to get through some of the challenges that you're going through. But I think a lot of that is improving, and I'm starting to recognize that I got to smile more. So yeah, next goal was to let go. I think that when you're someone like me, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. You have these plans, and that's why you got to be very careful being a goal setter because sometimes it stresses you trying to do so many different things. Sometimes you got to say, I'm doing my best, and you got to let it be, let it go, and just honestly, just really start to meditate, start to be more in the moment, be in the present, be in the now, just let go. And I feel like for that, I feel like I'm making progress. I feel like I've improved a little over the year. I got 2 more months to really try to be more in the present. So I think YouTube is actually helping me. It's helping me to really get my ideas. I used to do a lot of things like this on social media platforms, but never really YouTube. But I'm really committed to growing my channel, really committed to improving the content that I put out. And YouTube definitely helps me be more in the present, helps me get my thoughts together and present them to you. And yeah, so I think I'm improving with that. The next thing was get my money together. Ooh, I got to take a drink for this one. As I mentioned, I've struggled a lot. Struggled a lot. I'm not going to be one of these people to say I got it all together. You may look at me and you may think that I'm killing, I'm crushing it. Nah, money's been tight. And but I've always had a plan. I think part of why I am different from so many people is that I'm not afraid to struggle. I'm not afraid to look in the mirror and say, yeah, I only got $2 in my bank account, but it's gonna get better. I got this coming. I got that coming. This payday's coming. So it's taken a while, but some things are starting to unfold and some things are starting to turn around for me. So from a money perspective, yeah, I think there has definitely been improvement in 2022. So yeah, I'm definitely hitting my stride a little bit with that. And I got 2 more months. So if I could get the numbers up with my home care business, if I could finally launch Body and start to get those couple of clients out the way, the money will definitely improve significantly. Plus, I got a couple of things pending. So yeah, I'm not going to complain about the money part. The wife contributes, she does really well. And so we're starting to work more together. So, and eventually, got to get them kids start their business. They got to start pulling in some weight. Yeah, they're only 11 and 9, but they have the ability to make some money. So, if they start making some money, or if I put them on the payroll and they start to contribute that way, then we really gonna be cooking. So, yes. Anyway, the next goal was to take over my business. So I mentioned on past shows, I had a business partner and we had some challenges for a while now. And this year I was able to buy her out. Yes, yes, yes. I was able to buy her out. And I'm not going to listen, amazing 15 plus years working with someone, ups and downs, but a lot of successes. But you get to a point where it's time to move on. You going here, I'm going there. That's what makes relationships in general, whether it's a business relationship and marriage, it's difficult because when you start to reach goals, your what you're looking to do differs from what he's looking to do or what she's looking to do. So you're going in that direction, I'm going in that direction, and that's what happened with us. And it's time to move on. No bad blood. I wish her the best. I'm sure she wishes me the best. And yeah, but I was able to get that done. Super excited. And the thing about it, a lot of my stress that I've been dealing with lately is just now having full control of everything. So whereas before you had this partner that can handle certain things, it all falls on you. And so I'm empowering my team. I'm empowering my managers, my team leads. But at the end of the day, right now, there's still a learning curve for so many of us. So right now it falls on me. So I gotta take it. I gotta take it. I take it. But definitely a goal that I had and definitely a goal to accomplish. My next one was to travel more. So yeah, I mean, COVID, like I said, money wasn't as good as it needed to be. So I wasn't able to travel many places. But so far, so good this year. I've been a few places. I've been to Dubai, the Maldives, Been to Rio twice. Been to Colombia twice. Obviously, I've been home, DC. I've been other parts of Florida. I've done staycations with my family. I mean, traveling is everything to me. I have to break up the routine. I have to get away. I have to clear my mind. I have to say, okay, I'm working hard. This is me celebrating. This is me getting away. This is me spending time with my family without the distraction. So, yeah, that's been improving. I got 2 more months to improve that as well. So, hopefully, I think for the holidays for Thanksgiving, we're going to go see the family. And then by the end of the year for winter break, we may do a trip with the kids. So yeah, definitely traveling is everything to me. It's everything to me. Everything to go ahead. Last one is um be a better father, husband, and boss. I think I think I'm improving. I think I made huge strides with my son as far as with the sports, working him out, training with him, just understanding that he's getting older and that I gotta be real with him. If I don't be real with him, who gonna be real with him? I gotta work with him on his physical. I gotta work with him on his mental, and I just gotta be honest and 100 with him. You know, mom presents a certain thing for my son. I'm the dad. I gotta bring down the pain, but I gotta love him too. And then my daughter, she gonna tell me no matter what I do, I'm good. So, but also she's getting older as well, so I gotta make sure that I keep her close and she knows that daddy, no man is going to treat you like daddy is going to treat you. Or you should expect that when you do get to that point. I know you're only 9, but at some point it's going to happen. Daddy is setting the example. So, and as far as my wife, it's always a challenge. I mean, we have our challenges, but I think that we have definitely made strides. I think a lot of our issues were money. I think a lot of our issues were just going in different directions. I think you eventually you understand like I got your back, you got my back. I love you, love me. We together. So we're gonna make this work. We gotta work together. We gotta communicate better. We gotta talk. We gotta be respectful of each other. So yeah, I think we're definitely making strides with that. So 2022, I got 2 more months to get it better. 2 more months to get it better. 2 more months to get it better. I think I'm doing all right, but there's always room for improvement. Like I said, me going through the stress over the last couple of weeks, it's been insane. I'm used to like meditating and snap right out of it. And it just hasn't worked out like that. So I think it's once you start to have some successes, there's a new set of challenges that come on. They say more money, more problems. I mean, you think that's cliche in a song, but the reality is, I think that it ain't just the fact that you make more money and you're doing more with the money. I think that it's a friend summed it up for me perfectly and helped me out significantly. Said, "You're now trying to protect things once you got a little bit more money, and sometimes you got to go back to that second goal I had. You just got to let go. Listen, I'm doing my best. Listen, I'm not afraid to struggle. It's part of my DNA. I know it's who I am. And as I'm having more successes, don't start to become a punk and just say, hey, nah, listen, I'm gonna keep trying to improve, but I'm also gonna let go and live. So, but anyway, how are your 2022 goals going? I would love to hear from you. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not a big resolution setter, but if you're gonna say it, make it happen. And you got 2 more months to get it done. So yeah, I think that's it. Let's see. Damn, boy, I'll be like, I'm not gonna be on here long, just talk and talk and talk. I hope I don't bore y'all, man, because I'm, it is what it is. But y'all have a good night. Happy Halloween again. Happy November. Let's crush it. 2 more months. Got plenty of time to get those goals done. I'm out.